What's up, Chris? What's that noise? What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing. I'm just trying to get myself situated here. 2022 Top Series 2 Baseball Third Hobby Case Break number 15. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for almost 5 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We got soccer break coming up next, for example. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can, usually within a day or two of the break. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get in our future free breaks, hit that subscribe button. Also, the website. You'll see across the top, it's scrolling. Website, we got 4 breaks up there. All of them are filling up. The Series 2 Jumbo's the closest. I think there's like 12 spots left. We're doing a bunch of giveaways. Every break on there, every time we fill a break, we're giving away one of these Topps Chrome 2021 Top Chrome hanger to everybody in the break, like doing a random for the break. I also got some Father's Day packs in. I'm going to be giving away randomly on the website. So you got to join a break to maybe grab one of those. And when we fill all 4 breaks, we're going to give away a box of Topps Series 2 also. And then tomorrow night, just FYI, tomorrow's breaks, Sunday's breaks, we're going to take everybody in the eBay breaks, and we're going to give away a spot in the Series 2 Jumbo break on the website. So after tomorrow, I'll take all the teams, we'll random them off, and somebody will want a free spot in one of our website breaks. So go check out the website, grab a spot. We'll break it fast. As soon as it fills, we'll break it, and we'll, find some good stuff. So, and tomorrow night, join a break so you get shot to get a free spot in a break on the website. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Ruben F., Braves, Nathan W., Orioles, Stephen M., Red Sox, David N., Cubs, Nicholas M., White Sox, Tim S., Reds, Timothy B., Guardians and Rockies, Nicholas M., Tigers and Royals, Adam G., Astros, Ross F., Angels, Machella J., Dodgers, Keith E., Brewers, Adam G., Twins, Chris F., Marlins, Machella J., Mets, Ken S., Yankees, Eric B., Athletics, Jared C., Phillies, Brendan M., Pirates, Adam G., Cardinals, Brendan M., Padres, Tim S., Giants, Pietro B., Mariners and Rays, Adam G., Rangers, Daniel T., Blue Jays, Matthew W., and finally Nationals, Daniel T. All right, let's do it, boys. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, how's your team playing tonight, Chris? They winning? I haven't seen anything from today. I watched the USFL game today. I watched the Philadelphia Stars take it to the Generals. Yeah, baby. What a crazy game that was. And the Stars tried to give that game away more times than I could count. But it was fun. It was actually a pretty good game. Alrighty. So the Philadelphia Stars will be playing for a championship. I wonder if we'll give them if they'll get a parade if they win. Somebody out there will be pushing for it. Yeah, the Phillies are just starting now. Nolan Ryan die cut. check something. All right. Up in the 8th. Who are they playing? Come on, Kevin Smith. Show your stuff, buddy. And for the Doyers to 2022, A.J. Pollock. For Keith. Go, buddy. Yeah, so tomorrow night we got another Series 2 break, another Select Baseball, and a Prism Blaster break tomorrow night. So, like I said, if you get a spot in any of those breaks, your name will go in the random for a spot in the Series 2 Jumbo break on the website. Shane Baz, a rookie. Somebody will win a spot. Who knows? Maybe I'll give away 2. See how I'm feeling tomorrow. Oh, you're on Fox tonight? Nice. And for the Guardians, Cal Quantrill to 299, 268 of 299. Yeah, you could join a break tomorrow night, win a spot in another break on the website, maybe win a box of Topps Chrome, maybe win a Father's Day pack, all kinds of stuff. Craziness. Doing giveaways left and right over on the website. Gave away a box of Tribute last week, which I did finally hear from the person. Took a few days, and he kindly asked me to send it to him sealed, which I did. So I think he was going to resell it, but that's his choice. I wanted to break it for him, but I suppose I could have forced it. He said he had, that I would break it, but that's not right for a giveaway. You can't force people. Nope. Can't force them. Gotta do what they want. One of the few games you can watch on TV. Why do you say that, Chris? Do you guys have issues with like blackouts and stuff? Xander Bogaerts, Sweet Shades. Sweet Shades, Xander. Come on, we need to find another killer short print tonight. We did find a Torkelson. So the hobby box short print correlation might be true. Who knows? Where is everyone, Chris? Tonight, just you and me, buddy? Chavez. And Bo Bichette, All-Star. So next week I'm going to break on Friday instead of Thursday because I'm having some surgery on Wednesday. Minor surgery, but just give me a day of rest in case, and Friday night's going to be like 2021 day. We got, for those of you who have not paid attention, Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary 2021 is coming out, finally. It's supposed to come out 14 months ago. Bobby Dahlbeck Generation Now. It looks like a pretty interesting product. Everything is done in the 52 design. There's a lot of big names, but it is a 2021 product. Yeah, I know there's only a few people. It's early. And San Martin to 2022 rookie for Cincinnati. Tommy. So along those lines, since we're going to do on Friday night, it comes out on Wednesday. It releases on Wednesday, but we're going to break it on Friday. And I got some 2021 Absolute also for Friday night, so should be interesting. Bryce Wilson and Kyle Lewis, 35th. Oh yeah, no, my health is okay. I'm having some surgery on my mouth, actually. That's the reason why I'm taking the day, because I'm worried that if it's a little worse than I think it's going to be, then I don't, I want to be able to talk. So, but no, I'm okay. Today I'm okay anyway. Hope you're doing well too. I know you always use that other name. Magellan, your name is Pete, right? I just want to make sure I have that right, because I always feel bad that when you're around if I don't call somebody by their actual name. Who is that? Oh, for the Padres, Joe Musgrove. So yeah, it's just I'm having some like implants done and to do a bone graft and I don't know, all kinds of nonsense, but it's got to be done. Got to try and look good for my final years, whenever they are. And Salvador Perez home run challenge. He's got Kansas City, Adam. There was a no-hitter today? Really? Who was that? I didn't see anything with baseball. I just literally put the Phillies game on because they're playing in San Diego. I really got sucked into that USFL game today. Contreras, a rainbow, and a Wade Boggs All-Star. No-hitters seem much more, in recent years, seem like they happen a lot more than they used to. Like, I know they're still fairly rare considering the amount of baseball games there are, but like, I don't know, for some reason, no-hitters don't feel quite as big a deal as they used to. Which, maybe it's just me. I don't know. In Westchester, nice. Dodgers, Braves are tied. Yankees got no hit by who? I was reading about Mark Appel. You guys see that whole story? It's crazy. He's making his debut. Got 9 years. He was the #1 overall pick. How, like, I'm happy for the guy, but like, how bad is that you were drafted #1 overall in 2013? You took 9 years to make your debut, and you left baseball. He left baseball for like 2 years. Like he was done, retired out, and now he's making a comeback. Combined, no. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. They just don't feel quite as big to me. I was at a no-hitter one time with the Phillies. The hell was his name? Oh, God, it's going to escape me now. Shane Baz, a rookie at Major League Materials for Tampa Bay to 199. 52 of 199. For Adam. Oh, wow. God, I remember that day like it was yesterday. What was that guy's name? This was like 20 years ago. And it was so funny because I remember being at the game and was there with my wife. We used to go to a lot of games back then. Back before my son was born, we used to like travel all over the country and go to games and stuff like that. Once he was born, that shit kind of stopped. But it's going to kill me now. And I can't remember who it was. The name will come to me eventually. But it was funny because I remember being at the game, and I'm sure I had a few drinks in me along with whatever else was on the menu that day. And like we were in like the 7th or 8th inning, and I was like, I think this guy's throwing a no-hitter. Alejandro Kirk rainbow. My wife's like, really? Juan Soto's significant statistics. It was like we weren't paying that close attention to the game. It was like, oh man, he is. Playing with your oldest, really? Oh God, why can't I think of his name? That's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's just a crazy story with Mark Appel, that's for sure. There's a short print for the Phils. Mike Schmidt. It's a nice one. The old Legends variation for Brendan. There you go, buddy. It's just kind of crazy, though, if you think about it. I mean, the guy's taken #1 overall, you know? And I mean, look, he's certainly not the first #1 draft pick in any sport to kind of, you know, shit the bed. But I don't know. At the same time, it's like, it's pretty amazing that he's come back, you know? Blackman. Savage, did you watch the Philadelphia Stars beat up on the Generals today? Syndergaard. I felt like I was a kid all over again. I think I told you guys before, like when I was a kid, I never went to an Eagles game. We'll do the silver packs at the end. I never went to an Eagles game. My father never took me to one, but I went to Stars games. I went to a couple of them. And in honesty, the Stars were like the best team in town back then in the early 80s. Besides the Sixers, of course. But they were certainly way better than the Eagles after 1980. Yeah, he was drafted a few times. He went, who took him #1? Houston, right? Didn't he take Mark Appel #1 overall? Houston's got some weird stuff with draft picks between like that, the Walker Buehler thing. Like, that's weird. They got to be kicking themselves about Walker Buehler at this point. Like, and the whole thing was they didn't think his arm was going to hold up. Well, he's held up long enough at this point. Oh, everyone's favorite Texas Ranger team card to 2022 for Daniel. Oh, you're watching baseball? Yeah. Dude, it was a good game. They're playing for the championship next week. I didn't get to see who won tonight's game. I wonder if it's still on. But I give them credit, man. They lost. The Generals were 9-1. They won 9 games in a row. The New Jersey Generals. They won every award this week. They won the MVP. They won Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, everything. And the Stars lost to them twice this season. And they went out and they beat them. And honestly, I mean, they won. They were losing in the 4th. They were winning the whole game. And then they were losing in the 4th. And the guy ran back a punt for a touchdown with like 2 minutes left. Vladdy. But the game really wasn't like, they just made stupid mistakes. They should have won that game by a lot more. So. Kutch Sweet Shades for the Brew Crew. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, man, they just, I mean, look, the Generals didn't play great. I mean, they had, but they had like 4 turnovers today, and I think they only had 8 turnovers all season or something like that. But I mean, look, I haven't paid any attention to USFL. I read a couple articles this week because the playoffs were coming up, and then I just happened to remember that the game was on this afternoon. So while I was doing like listings and stuff, I sat down and watched it. And I got to be honest, I was entertained, man. Like, I didn't see a massive difference, you know. Luis Gill. I mean, it's a little bit slower. I'll give it that. There's no doubt about it. But a lot of those guys have a lot of talent. Man. Like, I don't see why a league like that can't really survive. I mean, I know the original one got sued out of existence by the NFL, which sucks because they were doing well years ago, back in the 80s. But, like, the way this country eats up um, football, you think a spring league like that you know, could survive and do well. And you would think the NFL would like it as, a pseudo minor league, You think it would be, good for them at the same time for finding talent that they may have missed, or because there's always those guys, that's for sure, that, don't get drafted. Shit, look at Goose, which sucks, man. Tony Goose that just died the other day. Horrible, man. What a great guy. But he's a perfect example. Dude went undrafted free agent, turns into the type of player he was with a huge, long career. Like, Kyle Lewis at Generation Now. Oh, today's halfway to Christmas? Is it really? That's why he was in the Santa suit? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, today's the 25th. You're right. Christmas will be here before we know it. And Jackie Robinson, die cut blue for the Dodgers. Oh, Prince, yeah, dude, Prince in concert. The best halftime show ever was Prince. And where was that? That was in Miami, right? For when he did the halftime show in the rain. Oh my God, that was the best. He was amazing, dude. He was amazing. He went out exactly how you figured he would, but it was a shame that he went out the way he did because, I mean, obviously the guy had troubles, but he still had a lot of good years left in him. And Nolan Ryan die cut for the Astros. Oh, that's two Salvador Perez home run challenges. Back-to-back boxes for Kansas City. For Adam. Jack Flaherty, 35th. All right, so I was in a break. I'm gonna complain here for a second. I was in a break on Whatnot about a week and a half ago, right? You guys tell me what you think, because I won't be up for select breaks or pulling something good. All right, Johnny, I got you, buddy. So anyway, I was in a football mixer on a very popular channel on a Whatnot. Not this past Friday, the Friday before. It was a random break. Max Scherzer All-Star. I think it was 6 boxes. I paid $250 for my spot, which is about where the spots were going for, between like $200 and $300. I mean, that was about right for the boxes he had. And I'll be honest, it was on a Friday afternoon when I was at work and nothing was going on. I was just kind of bored. John Heasley, a rookie rainbow, and Will Clark. And unfortunately, I didn't get a great team. I got the Broncos, right? Not a horrible team, but not a great team either, right? So, Thursday, was it Thursday? I think Thursday, I get a package in the mail, and it's from these breaks. And I think I was only ever in one break with this channel or these people before. And like I said, it wasn't necessarily that I break with them. It's just they happened to be there at the time while I was bored, you know. Joe Musgrove. So anyway, I hit in the break 2 Patrick Surtain rookie cards, right? One was numbered to 99. The other one was numbered to 149 or 199 or something like that. But again, rookie cards, this, that, whatever. I get the package, and they're not even top-loaded. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, and I'm certainly not saying that they're necessarily great cards. Who knows? Maybe Patrick Surtain will be a great cornerback one day, and he'll still only be worth $10 or whatever because he's a defensive player. But $250 for the spot, and you can't be bothered to top load 2 numbered cards. Darvish for San Diego. I was so mad. I was like, you gotta be kidding. Like, because I think of how I'd send stuff, and like everybody gets a top loader no matter what. Even if you get nothing, you get a top loader. Even if I send you a hitless pack, I still send you a top loader. Like, everybody gets a top loader with their package, no matter what. O'Neal Cruz rookie. I mean, usually, hopefully, there's something good in said top loader. But I was just like, wow, I spent $250 on a spot. They couldn't even be bothered to put these in top loaders. It's pretty amazing. Roman Quinn to 99. That's a cool picture for the Phils. This one is it. One of the guys on it crazy. No, I heard about that, but I didn't hear about that. What happened there where the guy was telling people off? And I would be lying to you if I haven't been in breaks where I've heard the breaker tell people off pretty severely in the past. But who was it, or when did it happen? Somebody mentioned it to me, and I was like, all right. Like, I didn't really pay attention to it when they were telling me about it. No, it was Backyard. It was Idiots at Backyard, which I don't even know why I buy a break with them. They annoy me. It was one of the guys at Backyard. I don't know which one. Jose Altuve, Houston. They have so many shows on Whatnot. It's like crazy. Like, half of the card breaking shows on there are all those guys, from the same company. So I just was like, $250 for a spot you can't throw a top loader in? Like, come on, man, that's crazy. I'm hoping it was just like an accident. Like the guy just screwed my package up or something, because I was like, dude, you ship cards like this? It's crazy. Like, it was literally, all the cards were in 2 team bags and just thrown in a bubble envelope. And that bubble envelope wasn't folded over or anything to hold it in place or anything like that. I was like, geez, stuff. Well, look, it depends on the product you're doing. Like, if we do Elite Extra, I usually don't do like the $9.99s. I usually tell you guys, like, Dansby Swanson Rainbow, I'll do, $249 and under. But yes, I basically believe the same thing. Numbered cards should be top loaded. Again, in a few products where some of the numbers get a little crazy, then, and if it's a vet or whatever, maybe I won't. But Yes, I'd say 90% of the time, 95% of the time they should be. But even if you just take into account like how much somebody spent on a spot, and look, again, like I said, it's not like the boxes were cheap. I get it, you know. But I mean, come on, I know what this guy pays for those boxes. He made plenty of money on that break, you know, like. Thought you were gonna say you were the guy not getting the Rays mascot. Dudes, the auctions were selling cheap. I heard of that girl. Never did. Well, you know, the funny thing is, let me tell you something, especially if you're not a whatnot guy, like if you don't go on whatnot a lot, and I don't, but I do follow it because I'm in the business, you know. I've heard many a guy get upset over auctions going too cheap. Brad Keller, 2022. In fact, it's almost like a tactic on whatnot to lay on the guilt, you know. And again, that's another reason why I'm not a big fan of that site, is because I do know what they're paying for those boxes and they are making money. Like they'll sit there and like even that break that I was in, um, the guy was complaining, oh, these spots should be selling for 385. 385 they got to go for, blah blah blah. And most of them were selling for like 220, 250. And honestly, he still probably made $500 on that break, you know. But they love to lay the guilt on, you know. That's a big thing over there. That's I've talked about this before with whatnot. It takes a real special kind of personality to do business on there. I don't think I would do great on there personally. Like I just don't like all those guys from Backyard are all like influencer guys. And they're not influencers, but you know what I mean? Like they're all like super excited, super over the top, everything. And that's fine. That's part of what you need over there. But like whatnot is kind of a mix between YouTube and wow, Phillies are just going nuts tonight. So Reese Hoskins short print for the Phils. Base short print, number 65. For Brendan again. Like you kind of have to have the over the topness, I guess, like to really do well, and that's what those guys are. I mean, they're and I don't mean to make this sound like a bad thing. They're a bunch of kind of like North Jersey guys, you know what I mean, with the big voices and big attitudes and big, you know. And hey, that's fine. That's what people like. But those are the guys who didn't send out the card that everyone was upset about. That they pulled that. What was it? It was a T-loss. Something was worth like 25 G's. It was a giveaway. Lance McCullers, and they decided not to send it to the guy, and then tried to explain it away. And then, of course, they made all kinds of donations, and you know, because they knew they screwed up. But yeah, it's an interesting group over there, that's for sure. Slayer Breaker claimed it belonged to the mascot spot and not Wander, so the Breaker kept it. Really? The guy. Wait a second. The guy claimed the Breaker himself. Who was that? That guy. You should say his name, because that's horseshit. Cal Quantrill for Cleveland to a 199. For Nicholas. Even if I thought it was a situation where it maybe wouldn't go to that team. I can't imagine it wouldn't, but even if I didn't, then I would at least random it among everybody. You know, like it would go to somebody. And isn't that the super short print? That card's worth like ridiculous amounts of money. Card fans? Is he on eBay or is he have a website? Wow, that's ballsy. Brendan Marsh, Generation Now. Look, we've talked about this in the past, and look, we've pulled some massive cards here. I mean, you know, we've pulled $25,000, $10,000, $15,000 cards. I can guarantee you, there is no card I could ever pull that would make me like screw somebody. First of all, they're not my cards, and that's the big problem I think most guys have. Is I've had this conversation with other breakers where they're like, "Well, I have to lay out all this money and this and that." I go, "Yeah, you do. It's part of the business, but they're not your cards. Like all these teams are paid for. Not a single card here is mine. You know, I'm just the middleman who opens them, ships them, takes care of them for you. You know, and hopefully offers you what you guys want. You know, eBay. That's the ultra short print. I would have said I have to do some homework. Oh man, that is crazy. No, there's no way that card wouldn't have been given away. Shit, honestly, half the time when we don't sell spots and we hit stuff, I send it to you guys, send it out to you guys anyway. Well, pretty much all the time I do. Like, I don't want the crap laying around here anyway. The only time I legitimately had an issue with that was with that Wander Franco in 2019. And I offered the spot like repeatedly to everyone because the guy couldn't pay for a spot. And it was in a blaster break, and it was with his first Bowman. And I kept asking everybody who wants the spot. And you know, the funny part is, for those of you who are newer to cards in the last few years, the Wander spot, like in a 10 blaster break, would sell for like maybe $60. Like it's not like it was hundreds of dollars or anything like that. It was like maybe 60, $65 for that spot at the time, because this was kind of before everybody, you know, started going nuts with the pandemic. Giolito. And I asked everyone in the break over and over again, does anybody want this spot? Does anybody want this spot? And nobody wanted it. And they even said, no, we're cool. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take it then. I'm just going to keep it for myself. And sure as hell, we pulled a green Wander Auto. And I was like, oh, shit. As soon as I pulled it, I was like, but everybody in the break was like, no, dude, it's yours. We didn't, you know. Juan Soto home run challenge. Like everybody in the break was really cool. They were like, nah, dude, we didn't buy it. It's all you. But that's crazy. Like, that card's worth absurd amounts of money. They still went to one of the Players Association. Well, did it have, well, wait a second. Now, I haven't seen the card. If it's the ultra short print of Wander Franco, then yes, it should go to Wander Franco. Did it have Tampa Bay on the card? That's the only question I have. Like, does it physically say Tampa is the team on the card? Trey Turner, All-Star. Because, like, the only reason I bring that up is because of that card with Wander and Bryce Harper that's in this set. And there's no team on it. It's just an MLB card. So I divide them amongst the two teams. Like, if we get 3 or 4 of them, I go O'Neill Cruz rookie. I go Tampa Bay first, and then the Phillies, and then Tampa Bay, and the Phillies back and forth. Now, if we got one that was numbered or a variation, then I would random it. You know, but it doesn't say Tampa or Philly on the card. He claims it was a player break, and the card said Raymond. It didn't belong to Wander. Was it out of was it out of opening day? Hawks breaks. Yeah, I've broken with Hawks before. I've actually met Mark a few times. Oh, it was a player break. Yikes. I'd have to see the card, but if it was me, somebody'd be going home with that card either way. Sandoval and Lindor. Even if you have to random it amongst everyone. But I mean, if it's the Wander Franco ultra short print, then it's the Wander Franco ultra short print. You can look up the variation list and find that out. You know, then it doesn't matter who's on it if that's what's listed as. Like that's the card I'm talking about, the MVP meets a rookie. So like I just split them, and then if we had one that was numbered or a rainbow or whatever, I just, you know, like I said, I just random it. There are so many guys who have blown up a business over a card that I just don't get. Like, yes, it's awesome to pull a $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $100,000 card. Yes, it's fantastic. But I'm not going to blow up my business over that. I can make that money in 6 months or a couple months or whatever. Yelich All-Star. I mean, it depends on what we're selling, but I just don't get that. But, yeah, that's, you know, that's Americans. We want everything now. There was a guy, this was years ago, where I remember, what was it? Somebody, I was in a break and the guy pulled this Jeter. This was like right when Jeter started signing again, like right after his retirement a couple years ago. It was a big card. I forget what it was. And that dude totally just disappeared. I was like, wow, that's takes some balls. Yeah, of course you go with the checklist. That's the answer to everything. Is you go with the checklist. That's who it goes to. And you know the beauty of a checklist is, especially if it doesn't go to a specific team, they'll tell you it doesn't, and then you random it. You know, like, oh, that's insane. That just happened this week. Pete Alonso, Sweet Shades, and it's who was it? Card fans, you guys said? No, it's not worth losing your credibility over. I am shocked at what people will do for a small amount of money. Like I'll tell you guys a situation I just had a week or two ago with a customer. So we were doing a break, and what the break was listed. The picture was there. It was in the title, but in the description, I forgot to put one word in the description. So I'll tell you guys, it was for a soccer break a couple weeks ago. We did Champion League Chrome light boxes, and it was in the listing, it was in the title, but it wasn't in the description that it said light boxes. So this guy bought like 6 teams in the break. Darryl Strawberry, All-Star, and 6 expensive teams. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It was like $200 total or something like that. But as soon as the break was over, about 20 minutes after the break was over, I get an email from him that says, you didn't put the listed description properly. I want a full refund. And, you know, obviously this was his plan from the get-go. If I don't get the cards that I want, then I'm going to tell him he did this, you know. And look, I could get in a fight with him about it, I suppose. Dustin Pedroia, Major League Materials for the Red Sox, for David. But he was right, and if he went to eBay, they would probably back him, most likely, because they usually always back the buyer anyway, even though it was like, his claim was he didn't realize they were light boxes. He thought they were regular hobby boxes and not light hobby boxes. And I said, well, the light hobby box is in the picture. It says it in the picture. It says it in the title. You know, like, come on, dude, seriously? You know, and so he, of course, is like, no, I want a refund. This isn't right, blah, 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 this and that. I finally wrote him back, and I was like, hey, bravo, dude, you win. Like, if you're willing to sell your credibility over $150 or whatever, man, like, I just told him, I was like, this is the type of shit that comes back tenfold. You know? Like, nobody else said a word about it. Vladdy's significant signatures, and I know, like, he planned it from the get-go. Like, if I don't get the teams I want, then I'm going to ask for full refund. And I got to be honest with you, the 165 or 170 or $180 he spent really is not worth the headache. But it's just aggravating that somebody would be that, you know, malicious over over something like that. Matt Carpenter, 2022. Pete, I appreciate that, man. Like, I don't get, just like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. But I don't know. I want this to go on long term. You know what I mean? And even like that guy, I mean, I made it simple. I told him, I was like, yeah, sure. All right, here's your money. I gave him his money back, and I blocked him because I don't want to do business with someone like that, you know. Hoskins. But I don't know. Like, you know, if the guy he had, who did he have? He had a bunch of the big teams, but, you know, if he hit one card that he wanted, I never would have heard a word from the guy. You know, like, so, whatever. It's like the guys who go around and, like, bid cards all the time. They crack me up. I mean, I understand what they're doing because there's people who maybe don't understand what they have or are desperate for money, but I get these guys sometimes, like I have a card listed for say $50 and they offer you like $5, and I just decline the offer. Like I don't even bother with it. And every once in a while they get mad. They're like, why don't you counter offer me? I'm like, because you make a legitimate offer and I'll counter offer you. Like, seriously, dude? Like, you, you offer 10% of the cost. And look, I know what the comps are. Like, if I list it for 50 with best offer, it probably sold for 42 or something like that. Like, I give some leeway. So you feel like you're getting a deal and I make the comp. But every once in a while I get these guys who are just like, dude, I get that you take advantage of people out there. I ain't the guy, man. Oh yeah, no problem, Chris. Look, and again, I'm not necessarily down on guys who do that. You know what I mean? Like I do realize there are people who don't know what they have. Maybe a little more a few years ago than now. I think people are a little better educated now in general than they were a few years back. And some people just need to sell something. They need cash, and they'll let something go for cheaper than they should. But then those are the other guys who drive me crazy, or the guys who come back and go, "Oh no, the comp on this is $5. One just sold for that price." Tristan McKenzie Future Stars for 2022, and then you go and look at the last 10 sales, and it's like 40, 42, 45, 47, 40, 599. And the guy's like, look, the comp's 599. You're like, come on, dude, get the hell out of here. Like, someone either made a mistake or they're an idiot. That's not my problem. Uh, da, da, Cleveland is Nicholas. This is funny. Everybody's brave on the internet. Like I don't know. I could never be the guy who's like yelling and screaming at people or this like what's his name? Yu Darvish. Boomo or whatever his name is. I don't even know if he's breaking anymore. I haven't seen him in a while, but I used to break with him sometimes and he cracked me up. He seemed like he hated everyone. He'd just curse them out and this and that. I'd be like, dude, how do you keep your customers like this? Like who was that? I met a breaker a couple of years ago, or like maybe a year ago, who had a small site, and he was asking me some questions about what we do and how we do it and this and that. And I was saying, well, I send stuff out to my guys, like if I know their favorite team, I'll send them a card, or, I'll send hitless packs when I have them, or, whatever, or Keel Badu generation. Now, like if I think a guy spent a lot on a spot and he didn't do great and I have him, I'll send them a pack of cards or, something at least. And he was like, why would you give anything away? I'm like, really, dude? Like, come on, man. Like, because these people are repeats and they're nice people. Like, I don't know. O'Neill Cruz rookie. I mean, like, John and Chris and Rich and guys who are here all the time, I know who their teams are. And if I see a card that I have that I know they're going to like, why not send it to them? It's just sitting in a box here. I ain't doing anything with it, Luis Gil, Generation Now rookie. Hobby Legends. I think Hobby Legends, yeah, I think so. I got to be honest, I get them mixed up a little bit sometimes. Um, it does sound familiar though. I think I know that. Aren't they the guys who do like the super big breaks, like the 10 casers and all that? Is that Hobby Legends? Yeah, it is. And look, I get that not everybody has customer service, nor maybe some they just don't care. But I don't understand how people keep going back to them. Like that was the thing with Bumo. I used to find him kind of funny, but at the same time, be like, I can't believe these guys come back. Like after some of the stuff he says to them, you know. Well, that's funny because that backyard guy, I had him on the other night, and he was doing some ridiculous break. That's one of the things. They do some ridiculous breaks. A guy came on there and bought a case of first off the line Noir basketball for like 17 grand, just like out of nowhere. I was like, wow, it's like nuts. And I guess in one of the other rooms they pulled a T-Law RPA, true RPA, out of Flawless, Garrett Richards and McCutcheon, and they got into this whole discussion because these guys were going nuts. They were like running around the hallway stripping off their clothes. It's like, that's a bit much, dude. I realize I'm not the biggest boom guy in the world, but come on, geez, like, let's rein it in a little bit. And somebody said something to the guy, like, dude, they're a little over the top. And he's like, no, that's the way it's got to be when you do. I'm like, okay. Joey Votto for Cincinnati and numbered to 299, 288 of 299. These guys were literally like, I thought they were going to, I mean, for lack of a better term, and I apologize for if there's any young ears out there, I thought they were going to start blowing each other or something. They were so excited. Yeah. Hobby Legends, yeah, I do know who he is. I think I was in a break with him one time. The funny thing is, when I started breaking, there were guys on eBay, but I kind of got hooked in with a few people who are like huge guys now, like CSB out of California and Leighton. I've known Rich for a long time, and I don't know if everybody knows, Rich used to live in New Jersey. He used to be in Cape May, New Jersey. And I used to break with him back then. So those are still the guys. Brian De La Cruz, I still kind of break with. I don't break very often, but when I do, it's usually with those guys just because I know them. Although, I'll tell you what, I was in an eBay break this week, a football eBay break prism of like retail stuff. And the guy did a pretty good job. We didn't hit anything, but it was a cheap spot. It was like Houston for like $20 or something like that, but they didn't pull anything. It was garbage. Dane Dunning, Rainbow. Spencer Turnbull. No, I can't. And actually, that's a good question, Pete, since you're on here. Does he ship all cards from those 10 casers? I've always wondered that. I've never been in any of them, and I do see shit. I've seen that dude do like 25 casers of stuff. That's insane. He's got to have an army of people sorting for him. Or, I don't know, glutton for punishment. I don't know what to call him. Arenado for the Cardinals. That's nuts. And especially if he ships all his cards. See, that was the other thing, too. And I don't, this might be something I've missed out on. So when I got my cards, my football cards from those guys, I got my 2 numbered cards that I hit in the break. And then I just got a random stack of cards, like, with it. It wasn't like, which I really don't get that at all. Like, I had the Broncos, but I didn't get the Bronco cards other than the hits. I got all kinds of random other stuff. And, of course, anything good's taken out, any of the good rookies or whatever. So, who cares anyway? But I'm like, why don't you just send me the Broncos? And then you just realize, like, it's just lazy. Like, they just don't want to sort the cards. Here, you take this stack, you take that stack. Like, come on, man, seriously? If you guys know how much time I spend sorting and shipping cards, I do a lot of 20 and 30-hour runs of doing cards. He does. He ships all cards. Wow, man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, he might be one of the guys I seek out at the National if he's there. Talk to. Mitch Garver and Will Clark. That's insane. He's got to have an army of people sorting cards for him. I just hired someone finally. I mean, my son's always helped me some here and there, but I actually just hired somebody last week. He's going to start this week, so hopefully he does things the way I want him to, or else it's not going to last very long. Rodolfo Castro, a rookie autograph for the Pirates. Very nice hit. got a monster autograph, this dude. It's crazy much. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine breaking 10 cases, man. That's like insane. Adam, there you go. Nice hit, bud. Like, I'd fall asleep eventually. I love breaking cards. I do, but there's a point, man, where you're like, oh, I mean, if it's like 10 cases of Inception or something, okay, no problem. But if you do like a 10 caser of like Series 2, oh my jeez. I'd rather you put bamboo shoots under my fingernails and open all that. All right, last couple packs, and we'll do the silver packs, and we'll do a quick hit recap and get out of here. Got some MLS soccer coming next, baby. For those of you who aren't soccer fans or didn't see the MLS break the other night, we did pull a 1 of 1. It was awesome. Goldie for the Cardinals. Goldie working on an MVP season right there, baby. He's going to be your guy. You watch. He's working on it. He's doing good. All right, last regular pack. No, Pete, I appreciate it, bud. I really do. And I am going to buy into one of those crazy, like, 10 casers one day. See, that's the thing. I don't even think I would watch it. Like, they're always player breaks, right? I'd just be like, I'll see what comes in the mail. You know, it's just, that's what I got. Vladdy. All right. I'm trying to decide. We got Trinity coming out next week. I got a couple cases coming in. I was thinking about doing a player break of Trinity for a case because it's like case is like 72 autos in a case. But I have to like talk myself into that. All right, silver packs: Piazza, Yastrzemski, Murphy, and Contreras. Just double check them for any golds. Yeah, no, I know he does it over a few days, but still, he's a better man than I. Trey Turner, Kyle Tucker, Johnny Bench, and Akil Badu. Numbered to 150. For Adam. Mojo refractors are such beautiful cards. They should really do like a straight like Mojo product. I mean, they use them in silver packs. They use them in Bowman Megas. They use them in Asia products. Like, why not just do an expensive set? All right, Reggie Jackson, Kellenic, Lowe, and Soto. And our last silver pack. No, I have no idea what it was. I really don't. I even looked online and couldn't figure it out. Acuna, Rodon, and Sonny Gray. I honestly was thinking it was like from a ball or something, but it was. I did finally find the odds on it, and it was there were 1 in every 272 boxes. Pretty rare. So it was a cool card. It was. So who knows? Maybe we'll pull another one tonight. That would be awesome. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for joining us. As always, I couldn't do this without you guys. You're awesome. Well, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we are giving away a spot in our Series 2 Jumbo website break. So if you join a break tomorrow night, your name will go on the random for that. Plus, head on over to the website, man. I need help over there. Check it out. Buy a spot. We got a bunch of stuff over there. Series 2 Jumbo is halfway full. We're giving away stuff for every break over there. We're also, once we sell all those breaks, we're going to give away a box of Top Series 2. Giveaways coming left and right. So head to the website, chefsportscards.com. All spots are under $20, and they all include shipping and tax. So if you pay $14.99 for a spot, it's $14.99. That's it. Pretty cheap. All right, let's see. Let's do a quick hit recap. We had this one. Were they the only 2 short prints? I thought we had a little more. Well, I think that's it. All right. All right, guys, we're doing hit recap for 2022 Top Series 2 baseball. Third hobby box case number 15. Hey, Rich, do me a favor. Let them know I'm going to be like 5 minutes late into that soccer break because I know you're in it over there. Home run challenge, Salvi, Arenado, Soto, and Salvi again. Salvi two times. Short prints, both for the Phillies. Hoskins and Mikey Schmidt. Couple of fills. Numbered stuff. Roman Quinn to 99. Jackie Robinson, blue die cut, not numbered. Brad Keller, Carpenter, McKenzie, those are all to 2022. Joey Votto to 299, and A.J. Pollock to 2022. Sam Martin to 2022, and Texas Rangers to 2022. Cal Quantrill to 199, Akil Baddoo to 150, and Cal Quantrill again to 299. Working on the Cal Quantrill Rainbow. Hits, Shane Baz, Major League Materials rookie to 199. Altuve, 35th throwback. Major League Material Dustin Pedroia for the Red Sox, and a very tasty Castro rookie autograph for Pittsburgh. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe if you can. Go visit the website, buy a spot. You know, I'm like a desperate girlfriend. Help me out. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I hope to see you tomorrow night. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.